Hello, Transurfer and the Transurfing Curious. My name is Renee Garcia and this is TransurfingTV. Today we are going to talk about grit. This is going to be either day 2 or day 3 of my 3-day money talk series. So I'm going to get into what grit means to me and why I feel it's valuable to have this characteristic, this property internally, to be able to access some higher paths of wealth. The people that I look up to in my reality, famous entrepreneurs, people that have really just blazed their own trail, they all have a certain level of grit that I can see very clearly, and I understand what it means to be able to just continuously push through and embrace challenges and find the lessons and just really stay on that path no matter what ensues. Because remember, Vadim Zeland says it in the book, if you make a choice, it is immutable law that thing is going to happen. But it's not going to happen if you cannot maintain the path. You've got to stay the course, right? You set the vector, and then whatever comes in your direction, you use advantage, the inversion technique, you play your negative slide, you do all the transurfing stuff so you can stay the course, seeing yourself to that final destination, to that goal, to that intention. Before I get started, remember to like this video and comment below. My world is taking care of me to enter my daily giveaway for my reprogramming stickers, and subscribe and engage with me in the comments and all that fun stuff. And thank you for being here. So first off, I want to state that having grit does not mean using inner intention. It does not mean you are forceful in your reality. It simply means, and quite the contrary actually, because outer intention, you don't get to decide when outer intention is going to bring you gains or opportunity or things that are going to help you on your path to your goal. So sometimes we have to wait, right? We have to wait, or maybe something's happened that seems against our intentions, and we have to see that thing through and make certain that we, again, stay the course so we can get what it is we need via outer intention, or the lesson via outer intention, or whatever it is. Throwing your hands up in the air when something against what your intention is occurs. This is where I see a lot of people go wrong, or people inner intentioning, right? So let's say you make a move professionally and it doesn't hit. Sometimes the answer, well, oftentimes for me, the answer is not, well, I'm just going to try to push this thing through, right? I'm going to make this happen. I stop myself, I see my reality. I have grit. I can sit here, I can be patient, right? I can hold that course for myself and wait until the thing comes that I need to grab onto, that's going to send me in the right direction again, right? I might just end up being in a holding pattern, but grit is being able to tolerate that holding pattern rather than saying, oh, this isn't working, and giving up prematurely. So I have 2 of my little stick figures here that really helps me. This is me not maintaining my level of grit. This is me, really embracing that part of me that I've cultivated that you could call grit. So the part of me that gives up easy, the part of me that does all the stuff that I was just talking about, not trusting, not waiting for outer intention, all that kind of stuff. I'm going to run through the little list here I have about me feeling as though this is what I would feel and what I would not act on or act on that would make it to where I was not able to stay the course, if that makes sense. And then here, what I run from. So quickly, let me go through it. I know that sounded a little confusing, but I'll break it down. So if I don't maintain my level of grit, if I feel like I'm wavering or I'm going to give up, or I'm plugged into my lower self, right? I feel as though, and this is usually self-language, this is usually self-talk. If you didn't catch my video on self-talk, I would highly recommend it. But when I am in the place I should not be in, I say to myself, I don't have the energy, right? Or I don't have the time, or I'm not good enough. These things that we say to ourselves over and over and over that keep outer intention from bringing what it is we need flowing in our direction at arm's length. This is me giving in to all the mental challenges I've created rather than embracing my grit and seeing through, or not arguing, but debating with myself if that really is the case. So if I say, if I'm on a path and this endeavor's taking a lot of energy and something comes up and I don't really feel like, oh my gosh, now this, am I saying to myself, I don't have the energy to keep doing this, right? This is when grit kicks in. So yes, Renee, actually you do have the energy. You've proven it to yourself over and over again that you do have the energy. So let's just get rid of this one, right? Then there's, I don't have the time. This is another one. Well, okay, you actually do have the time because you're alive. What else are you going to be doing, right? What else? Wait, so what? Then you're just going to go into another challenge, and then as soon as something comes up, you'll say, oh, I don't have the time to figure out the solution or something like that. So let's get rid of that one. And then obviously I'm not good enough. I think tomorrow a video is going to air on unworthiness. Watch that one, or maybe it's already aired. Sorry for the disruption in the programming, but check that one out tomorrow or go back and see if it's already aired. And again, when I go into this mode of I'm not good enough, this is me giving into my lower nature rather than me taking what is mine and saying, I am good enough, I can do this, I do have the time, I do have the energy, I am deserving of this, right? And embracing that grittiness that I am going to be, do, or have the thing that I intend to do, no matter what. That's really what it boils down to, no matter what. Lower me, I run from change, I run from challenges, I run from other people's negative words or opinions of me. I run from fear of failure. I run from myself. I run from the unknown. So again, this is the opposite of this. This is me giving up. This is me running in the other direction of my intention because of either perceived problems, challenges, or negative thinking about myself, right? So this is the not gritty or ungritty version of me. Now the gritty version of me, the version of me that perseveres, right? I feel as though I can do anything, okay? I can do anything. It's just a matter of setting my intention and taking the actions and maintaining my frequency and aligning my thoughts with that thing. I can do anything. I invite challenges. So this is a big one. In the past, when crappy things would happen to me, and especially in my professional life, I'd be like, oh my God, I can't deal with it anymore. It sucks so much. I don't want to do this anymore. Now it's like, bring it on, right? Bring it on. I love challenges now because I've conditioned my mind to perceive them in a different way. I don't dislike them anymore. I like them. I embrace them. I invite them. I carve my own path. This is me really turning away from fear of not having examples specifically that I can draw upon for what it is that I'm doing. So I used to think to myself, like in my primary business, when I started that business, I thought at times, well, there's nobody my age, right? It was a predominantly male business. It was a lot of a specific type of multiple nationalities. It was a lot of Jewish and Armenian and Persian men, right? Middle-aged men. So I would say to myself, God, there's not a lot of white women in this business. There's not a lot of white women that are in their 20s. There's no white women in their 20s in this business. How can I do something that the path's not carved already, right? Maybe there's a reason why there aren't women my age in this business. But then at a certain point, I realized you're going to be the one that's going to carve that path, Renee. You carve your own path. You don't need to see other people doing it for you to do it. You can do it yourself, and that's what I did. So next one, I can do this forever. Getting back to the I don't have the time, I don't have the energy. Grit is about telling yourself that you're gonna see that through, right? No matter what happens, you're gonna see it through. I can do this forever, or as long as my reality says that I can, or as long as my higher self says that I can, right? But telling myself now, I can do this forever, rather than I don't have enough time, I don't have the energy, yada, yada, yada. I love a wild ride. This is a big one. In the past, when things would get crazy, I'd be like, oh my God, I can't handle this. This is too much. It's too much drama, or it's too much complications, or it's too much money, or it's too much this, or it's too much that. And now it's like, bring it. I love a wild ride. And I could probably stay up on a bucking horse a lot longer than a lot of people I know. So I am definitely embracing this one right now. So lastly, if it works out, great. If it doesn't, even better. This is really the mantra for embarking on any endeavor or staying connected with an endeavor or your intention and seeing it through, right? A lot of people get fearful. They're like, oh my God, what if it doesn't work out? And I'm scared it won't work out, or I'm scared I'll fail, or whatever it is. If you can get into the habit of telling yourself, if it works out, great. If not, even better. That releases the excess potential. It releases the importance. You know that if it doesn't work out, your world's taking care of you. There's something else better waiting for you instead of that thing, instead of that intention. And this keeps me going because all of those fears, that excess potential, that fear excess potential, has been dissolved by me kind of just throwing myself forward and saying, if it works out, great. If it doesn't, even better. And I have my backups, right? So I really, really appreciate the negative slide. I know it's a controversial one, but I definitely recommend watching the video on that because it's a big one. If you play your negative slide and you've already accepted defeat in advance, how Vadim puts it, you have a lot more grit because it's like, well, what's up, guys? I already accepted defeat in advance. So my level of grit to be able to see that thing through is a lot more easy because that excess potential isn't raising me up to levels where I feel fearful of falling down, right? I've already accepted that version of reality. So let me know your thoughts on this one, everyone. And I hope you enjoyed the 3 days of money stuff. I think this one's either day 2 or day 3. So if it's day 2, watch out for the next one tomorrow. And thank you so much for watching my video, everyone. Bye.